This is Henry Howard. His brother was bonkers. Two nieces and his son to the executioner's block. So there's the estate office in the middle of being rebuilt, that little building in the garden. There's Terry the carpenter, who did a lot of work. My wife taking the children to school on a horse and cart. Me playing tennis. My name's Greville Howard, and I live in Castle Rising, which is my home and where I live and where I spend most of my time. Preserving the village has been half a lifetime's work. When you're lucky enough to inherit something like this, it carries obligations. I have to confess I had no idea of the extent of the work that would need to be done to get the place right. This book, which was very kindly put together by my wife, is really the story of what we've done in Castle Rising. It has as much historical stuff as she could manage to retrieve. My passion for the village, I think it's an amalgam of things. I don't think it's one in particular thing. I like the fact it's been in my family for a long time. You have a historical connection, which needless to say does improve your affection for the place. So inherently nice in itself, as the fact that I feel comfortable and happy when I'm here. These have all been restored, all of these ones here. This is the blacksmith shop, which has fallen down building when I inherited. You can see the line here of the building, you see, and then we built on top of that. And what I did was I got the details of what you should put into a blacksmith shop to make it worth having an apprentice, and I rebuilt it along those lines. That was my first ever bit of restoration, was that cross there. When my father was still alive, the top bit had fallen off and I put it back. So you always have a baseline of bricks, and you'll see they're carefully selected bricks. Well, there'll be two pairs of cottages, each with 3 bedrooms and a view of the castle. I don't think it should be a museum. I think it should be a living, breathing place, which is why I've encouraged the various businesses that we've got here in the village. Now you've got Elle Chic, fashion boutique. Bella Beer is a hair salon. There's a footworks, where she'll mend your feet for you. This village is an embodiment of the history of this country. It's something that's stood here for a long time, and it's nice that it should be preserved in its own way. It's an example of how things have been. When you go around the village, you can judge for yourself whether I've been a silly old man and spent a lot of money restoring something, or whether you think, gosh, how wonderful that somebody's been to the trouble to do this. I think it's very special.